people were trying to argue whether Carol had a point or did the means justify the ends. And by the end of this episode, it is very clear that the show is trying to tell you that no, this white lady is the antagonist. Or everybody is the hero of their own story. Unless you want to use that angle, she is
Yeah.
clearly not the good person in this. It was up to Rashad, cousin Nadia's back, talking about Pluribus on Apple TV Plus, episode number 4, titled Carol, Please.
I was about to say Claire, please.
All spoilers.
Not her name.
Nah, that was Carol. It's okay. I'm gonna allow you like 2 more slip ups for this whole pod. And then, after that, it's slashes. But yeah, definitely make sure that if you haven't watched this show and you just hear for the first time, do yourself a favor, watch the first 3, go back on the channel, watch my first 3, then come back because this series really it's this is like okay, I just want to say Apple TV is what HBO is really striving to be
Mm,
on a more consistent basis because everything that Apple TV has really done for the past, ever since its inception, has been it's been like prestige television.
I
And
agree.
most of the time, they not only is it like prestige because of budget and actors and actresses and directors and stuff, but just in how it's presented and the material that's been given, because it's always sort of thoughtful, a little bit heady, or it's just very ridiculous. So it's like it's they have a pretty good mix of stuff, but like between like this Severance,
Hmm.
I think Foundation is on Apple TV Plus, and a
Did you
bunch of
watch
other.
Changeling? Is that the name of the movie?
No,
The
I
movie
know
show.
somebody didn't watch that.
Oh, good. That was
You
good.
know, what's the name of the show they had like with Jennifer Aniston and all
Oh,
of
V
them?
loves that. What is it? Morning show.
Morning show. Yeah. So
Hmm.
they got a lot of quality programming. So it's worth like the $9-10 a month, to be honest. Like they're killing it, man. And like with this one again, like I just love how Pluribus is not giving us a whole lot of anything and is keeping this like mysterious vibe to it while still holding my attention. And that's a very hard balancing act because depending on, okay, just be honest, this Shuri, shout out Shuri, Black Panther, this story relies heavily and it lives and dies off of our main character,
Carol.
Carol. If you do not like Carol or you are fed up with Carol, you may not want to watch because I've been seeing people like yo, like after episode 2, I'm sick of Carol, yo. I ain't even episode 3, yeah, I'm done with Carol because I really okay, and I'm just kind of in my mind. This is like full white woman on display in the most like uncut, pure,
Yeah.
no ether, not stepped on, no fent, just straight cocaine white women. And nobody is able to have any sort of checks on her because the way the world is set up.
Yeah.
And especially this episode, I know people were trying to argue whether Carol had a point or what Carol's like, did the means justify the ends? And by the end of this episode, it is very clear that the show is trying to tell you that no, this white lady is the antagonist. She's not the protagonist. Or the of course, everybody is the hero of their own story. Unless you want to use that angle, she is
Yeah,
clearly not the good person in this.
she's a
Okay.
problematic white lady. She is.
To the nth degree. Like I'm watching this like, yo, why would you what one? Okay. I just gotta get this out of the way first. And I feel like I'm talking a lot, so I'm sorry.
You go for what you know.
What was I don't even know remember this man's name. What was the Spanish dude doing?
Oh, yo, he had me weak. He had me so weak. He said, "I'm not eating your food. Don't knock on my door."
He was extra anti.
He was like, "I don't know what y'all got going on in this world, but I want no parts of it. You think you're gonna bring me a plate, a very appealing plate, in my opinion? You think I'm gonna eat that? You crazy? I
And
like
the
the
fact that
conspiracy.
yeah, he went to all that trouble to go outside, like somebody was
Open.
watching him, and then creep down there and had the crowbar, looked at the food, open up and see what it was, just to flip it over. I'm like, yo, I understand though. I feel him.
I say
I
my
feel
type
him.
of vibes, like you're right,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
you
yeah.
don't know
I'm
them.
hella skeptical. You know what I'm saying? And like,
Mm.
and what was he like, okay, so seriously, what was he doing with the frequencies and the time and all that?
You know what? That's a good question. Like, I'm. That's why I'm wondering how much. Obviously, Lord, I about to call that lady Claire again. Obviously, Carol has interacted with them more than he has, I believe, because she
I,
has a lot more.
yeah,
She's got a lot of
yeah.
background. He's just like, and you never know. He might have been one of the conspiracy type folks, tinfoil hat type people anyway. So he's like, something at the same right. But remember the first, like if you go back to the first episode where the frequencies were coming in initially, sending a message. So I was like, maybe he was already locked in on something and knew something odd was gonna happen.
I don't
No.
know because is even when the way this episode starts, it starts towards like the second episode when Carol
Mm-hmm.
calls him because that's what happens and during that little time, like Carol's back and forth and
Mm-hmm.
so yeah. So this weird how like time wise how they got it going because this man was like, you know what? Dog food.
Don't even worry about it. No, when he opened up everybody's storage units, it was so lovely for him to write the notes. I was like, you know what? I appreciated that. He was like, "I sorry, I apologize in
Yeah,
advance."
like I had to do this for man, like you know for the sake of humanity, and it's just this weird code that he lives by. So and he's still trying to uphold that, and is very he doesn't know it, but the world is very different now, and the way that he's operating is definitely like you said, like somebody who was like a weird conspiracy theorist, but unfortunately, he didn't have no bunker full of food ready for doomsday. But other than that, he definitely was on some, yeah, like I don't like these ain't the vibes that I want. I really want them to go back to him and tell me like what is he looking for? Because even he's doing all that stuff, right? And
Mm-hmm.
he writes down after Carol calls him and he puts on the board S Turca. And I was like, what does that mean? And Turka means Turkish. So this man
Mm.
thinks Carol is a Turkish lady. So I'm like, not only are you conspiracy theorists, you are very off. Like, there's nothing Turkish about this lady's accent. This lady is a white American. So there's some gaps in his like in his worldliness like he's gotta like you gotta do a better job like
Randomly going to Turkey is crazy. You're right. Like we of all of the countries and all of the white people in the world, why should you go to Turkey?
yeah that had like I when I Googled that I audibly laughed. I'm like this nigga thinks she Turkish. Like what are you talking about so yeah so that's yeah that was one little that whole like beginning tidbit was like I just wasn't expecting to be dropped off to check up on, random man. I thought we was gonna never see him other than just a phone call. But to connect that was very, was very interesting. I just love how this show is shot. It's everything is like very, very in like intentional in a way. There's some other little small stuff in his apartment that I just don't remember right now. I'm like, oh,
Mhm.
okay. Even the fact that he boarded up his windows and he's like living in this like seclusion because he don't want nobody to see inside or see what he's doing. And also the fact that he doesn't have any. Okay, so let's think about it. Okay, all the radio signals are, for all intents and purposes, are like are kind of like down.
Mhm.
The cell phones, cell networks are down. We know that there's some sort of radio network in regards to like planes, maybe
Yeah, and
because
the police scanners because they
police
would
scanners
still
are
have
still
like.
up. So there's some, there's some ham radio signals going on in the world.
Mhm.
I'm really curious as to what he is trying to find.
Yeah,
Is
I'm telling you, it's something because they started off with radio frequencies. I'm like, I feel like it would be a very interesting thing if he was already tapped in and figured and like for whatever reason knew something was going on. Because obviously we got these like omnipotent, like super duper friend. We just want to make you happy, care like kind of odd, weirdly friendly folks or whatever. But what if he was like, what if he discovered another something that the scientists did, which is not everybody that isn't in academia or doing whatever their thing is like not bright. So what if he already knew? Y'all on some other type of time before any of this happened. Because like you said, with the radio frequencies, it's like, because is this the only way that we have to communicate now? Because I think they said that episode one when she was talking to old buddy on he was talking through the TV. He was like, well, all cell towers are down, but we pick up any landline. So anything that is like a physical old school, we gonna load this thing and get it out to you. I was like, what have you been doing, sir? Whose name remains not in my mind.
I thought
Spanish
it was
poppy.
just yeah. It's you say Spanish poppy?
Yeah, I
That's
just
fun.
see
That's really funny.
it.
That's funny. Yeah, like I'm very curious about that. All right, we got to move on. So back to our favorite white lady, Carol.
Okay. Sprouts every week. I want to go. I've been very independent my entire life, and I would like to remain that way. Sure, Carol. They refilled the store for it. I'm saying this ain't some privilege. Hmm.
And did all that just to buy a microwave dinner. I saw that black plastic container. That pissed me off so much. I said, no, you did not. Did all this crying and complaining just to go in the frozen section to heat up some pre-made food. Yeah, I was very disappointed.
I am just, as much as I'm taking Carol as a character just because she annoying, but like I know she I almost say she's doing the best she can to try to save humanity. It's not really working right now, but she's doing what she can. Like just she's just such an interesting lady. Like the things that she wants to do, the like whatever she's trying to accomplish in the way that she's going about things, especially with her interactions with them. Like it go from like really, really low key hostile to like, let's see what we can get away with. Let's see. Like, I was like, ma'am, I hope you were never trying to be a spy. Like, it's not really. She's just not good at it. Like, not a skill set she possesses. Like, she be trying to ask questions. She stuck Zosha with the whatever she stuck her with or whatever. I was like, you're just not. You're just. What did you just say? People got to know what they're good at.
And
And
she's
she's not even a good
like,
author.
she's
Vibes.
damn. Like how you gonna be the vibes person with a bad attitude? Like that's not like you can't. Okay, so all right, let's just get. Damn, vibes person with a bad attitude. Like she's just a terrible. She's a terrible person. And like the first couple of episodes I reviewed by myself, I was like, Carol is the type of person that type of friends you have where that is clearly your friend and you love them regardless of who they really are. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like, and you know them and then you understand them and that's your people. Even when other people don't really understand, like, how is that your people? I resonate with that because I've been that friend before. People like,
I may do
yo,
that.
you know Rashad? Like, oh yeah, that's my people. Him? Really? Like, nah, yo, once you get like I'm definitely like a once you get to know him type of person. Like
Because why am I wasting my energy on you if I don't know you? Like,
depending on what situation you meet me in, it may not be the greatest like for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna be like, yeah, like I don't know, yo, like I don't get what everybody's seeing him. I understand. You did not catch me at the greatest time. You know what I'm saying?
have an off day. You
And
know,
this
they,
and I'm gonna be honest, this has happened on several occasions for me. So I know it's just something that I may need to get better at. But about to be 44, so I don't really care. And that's Carol. Carol, and I don't think Carol is even fully aware of that
oh no.
because
Carol's like, I'm just out here with my best friend and we're doing things. Did you see her
yeah,
at the start of the episode when they were in Iceland? I was like, if you was gonna do all this, why did you come here? If you was just you come on, man, ruining people's trip.
yeah, just like yo, her her partner fully in the moment and she just begrudgingly being there. Again, like that part in Carol, I fully get. I would not want to be there either.
You know
I
what?
understand.
Which I was like, I'm with you, but something that I have said, cause like he used to be a really bad thing for me or whatever. I'd be like, oh, I just want to be invited. Even I was like, whatever you get is what you get. I was like, and you know what? I can't even get mad if you bad because why did I invite you if you were just gonna say no? I get that. So if I make a conscious effort to go to things, I was like, you know what I'm not gonna do? I'm not gonna muck it up because I agreed to this. So Carol, the only reason we're gonna give you
Nah,
grace is because you did not agree to this virus situation, whatever thing is happening. But still, you almost got social cute.
it's not even that, but like I love how she interacts with the hive like they're individuals. Like that to
Right.
me is still very funny because that's one of the mechanics that the hive set up for her to make her feel comfortable. And obviously, this episode it kind of backfires on him because when Carol goes into the hospital, when she's like about to leave the hospital, but so you know what? Let me go back. I got a plan. I'm about to get me some meds, and I'm gonna concoct me a way to see if I can actually get the truth out of these people. And what did she end up getting? The
Was it sodium something
uh,
thingamabob? Is it supposed to be the truth serum stuff? I
but
thought that's
not
what it
really.
was.
It's like it's anesthesia.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was anesthesia. Yeah, she got anesthesia, and
Just
she's like,
feeling.
and the fact that she tested it on herself first, recorded herself to see how she responds to it, was like, this is just so diabolical. Like you are administering anesthesia to yourself based off of something you found online was going to be the recommended dosage.
She did read a book. I say that's the only positive we got is that she got a book. She left there with some learning material.
She
Not a good
essentially
idea.
no, she essentially just like if it wasn't the end of the world, she essentially just Googled it. You know what I'm saying? Like
We
she
don't have
found some
internet anymore.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't mean to say that, but like she essentially just like, you know, for all intents and purposes, Googled that, got her little book, found it, wrote the page out. You know what I'm saying? She had to save it. She had to save down her bookmarks and went home and it basically like experimented on herself
Well,
just so
she's
she
in a
can
heroin, so it's okay. She done did bunk before.
she was and it was like, yo, like it probably easy just to snort it. I'm like, not the hive saying, hey man, like don't put it in your veins, man. That's
A little counterproductive. That's all. But you know, in my this is after the whole grenade situation. So I was like, I love that they were like, so
she said, yeah, I'm about to be like Romello's pops from Sugar Hill. You know what I'm saying?
I just wanted, could I get a little heroin? So while we are going to provide it for you, just want to give you some safety measures. You know, I imagine, if they ever legalize drug use, I imagine that's what we're gonna do. You want to make sure you're doing this in a safe space type deal.
Hey man,
Have fun, maybe.
the dude was like, fam, we got other heroin-like substances here. If you just want that type of high, she was like, nah, I want real heroin. It was like,
So
well, it's like 8 miles away. We can find some for you. We
we
have to
can get you
wait.
some.
We can get you some heroin. Might I suggest sniffing it instead of intravenously shooting it in your arms? Hold on, didn't he say something like something that happened in the past with her?
Yeah, she was like, so you remember? You remember such and such? So it like brought up a time, like I guess her first time using like a hard drug. He was like,
Like, yo, it
that didn't
wasn't a
end so
real
well
good
for
time
you.
for you. You know what I'm saying? She's like, uh, who cares?
Fine, I'll be okay.
I'll be all
No,
right.
Carol, no, because they can't harm people. I don't know if that means they can't indirectly harm people, because who
And
knows what happens.
yeah, because it's like it's almost like swiping or swiping because he definitely gave her like 3 opportunities to not do the drug, and then he gave in. You know what I'm saying?
No, when homeboy sat down with her at the hospital, I like this type of. They like, so we can't tell you no flat out. We're gonna give you some. We're gonna frame this a little differently. Like, so I can get a nuclear weapon. When they got the nuclear weapon, and bro was like, so here's some reasons why we probably don't want to do that, but ultimately, yeah, we would, because we just want to make you happy. Who cares? Who cares? It's 12 other
and
people on Earth. We got a 6-year old. She's got to live.
and that's the crazy part about like the push and pull that Mr. Vince Gilligan created with the just with how the hive works, like
Mm-hmm.
the rules of the hive. They are they're very weirdly altruistic, but like dangerously kind. And it's a type of kindness that will literally kill people. Kill them with kindness. Like this is for too
You gonna
literal
die.
on the show. You know what I'm saying? Because if Carol really has her way, she could just decimate Earth and there'll be no hive, there'll be nobody,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Because the fact that she says, I'm gonna basically try to homemade truth serum Zosha, you know, roll her ass outside by herself, pumped her with anesthesia, and was like, yo, hey, how do I reverse this?
Please, Carol. Please, Carol. Please, Carol.
He said, "Hey,
That's it.
he said, how do I reverse this?" And she's and like and Zosha and her little weak body is trying her best not to tell her, and her little poor heart is doing the best it can with what it has to the
Carol,
point
she's going
where
into cardiac arrest.
yes, and Carol's like, but what?
Rats.
But how do I reverse this though? And there's this like it's not even ominous. It's almost like this weird sort of almost like cultish like gathering of the people, and they
Yeah.
start chanting. You know what I'm saying? The course, the title of the episode, Please Curl, over and over again. And they are crying as they're doing it because even though Carol isn't like being aggressively harmful, because they don't like a whole lot of yelling, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's still affecting her in a different way. And this is almost like the weaponizing of kindness. Because
Mm.
when I can weaponize or like weaponizing like weakness. So she's gonna use the anesthesia as truth serum to try to pull out information because she knows that they can't lie and they got to give her what she wants, you know?
Hmm.
And she's willing to kill one of them in order to get it. And that's like the thing that the show is trying to tell you. Like, look. We understand as Carol's going through this, but deep down in Carol's heart, it's dark and it's wretched and it's putrid. Like this lady is really not a good person. Like we picked probably one of the worst people on earth to have to deal with this right now. And she's the one who has to quote unquote save humanity.
Not very confident. Like I'm not
That's
confident now. She
you
got to get
sh-
some.
you, sh- you should have never been confident. This person is the one who says, "Hey, we're gonna save humanity." That's out of all the wonderful, beautiful, amazing, smart people on the world, it's just this very average white woman who's really mad at everything.
Yeah.
Reasons, and again, the conundrum of the show is this: her reasons are justified. However, she's still a trash person. And that's what people like the reaction of people watching this show. Some of them can't take it. Like they really can't take the fact of this push and pull. I'm not sure if they're white women themselves or their mama's a white woman. Either way, but like them watching this, or they just don't want to see a like a overly dramatic white woman, which I get too. But either way, that dynamic is really messing with people. And Vince
Mm.
Gilligan is hella white, so he did this on purpose. I want y'all to take your preponderances is up with him. You know what I'm saying? Like this, the way that this show is like panning out, I really wasn't expecting any of this, and I really like it. And I can't give like a huge reason why yet, other than like I'm going along for the ride of the mystery. But like
Yeah.
it's been this yeah, Apple TV is killing it right now.
Like I like. I think that's why. Again, I think I said this last time. The premise of the show like definitely freaked me out. I was like, this is freaking me out, man. But the mysteries was getting me because I was like, I definitely want to know what research they've done to ascertain that you can reverse this. Have they been successful at reversing it? And if they have, where are the people? Like I get the same feeling
Hmm.
about this show that I got about Paradise. I was like, I'm locked in because I want to know what y'all. I like. We got to get to a place. We got to make it there. And I'm with you. I'm on there for the
Bro,
ride.
Paradise is one of the ones that came out like the beginning of the year,
That was a good series.
and like you could because of recency bias, you will forget that. But I was locked into Paradise.
Every week at night, and everybody know I love to go to sleep.
Yo, Paradise is one of the ones, yo. We ate really good this year.
That's
This
been
has
good TV,
been,
good movies.
I mean, but especially TV. This has been a ridiculously good year for TV and streaming. My God, yo. But yeah, man, like, excuse me, like, yeah, this Pluribus, man, like, I don't know, like, I'm just really curious to see like what the next episodes, kind of, behold. Like, I would love for it to kind of pick up the pace a little bit. Other than that,
Mm.
like. And to be honest, like I'm cool with how it is. Like usually I hate a slow show, but the older I get, the more contemplative I am. So I will stay with you just driving in the car, or like even
Mm-hmm.
has a whole montage of her getting the drugs and all of that. Like I will take that metaphorical ride with you as long as it's compelling. And this show is hella compelling to me.
Build your world. Build, like I know a lot of people do not like world building, but get lay it out for me. Because I'm used. I continue to say TV is not what it used to be. You know, we used to get 22 episode seasons of things. Now we got to
Absolutely.
do it in 8. It pisses me off. So
Sometimes
build the world.
13 if they're being nice to us.
Stranger Things, I'm really looking at you. I gotta every time I talk to people. Got to tell them my Stranger Things qualms. But I was like, I'm definitely Pluribus is definitely interested. I'm like, I really, and I was like, kind of like watching, not watching because I was doing window prep for tomorrow, and I was like, is the episode over with? Zasha, hey Zasha, are you alive? Zasha, yeah, I feel where my girl at. I like little Zasha, even though I know she part of the half, man. Larry, like Larry too. Larry probably is not going to come back up because he was there for comedic relief. Enjoyed her time with Larry.
Yeah, oh yeah. Larry was hilarious. Like Larry been rocking that daggone that psycho outfit for God knows how many days.
Right. I was like, are we not bathing? Like, I understand the whole conservation
I don't
aspect of
I
things.
don't,
Like,
and that's another thing too. Like people, it's like they be rocking clothes like costumes.
I know y'all listed,
Like it's a cartoon, you know what I'm saying?
and you, which I live for. I know a couple of people in real life who do it. They literally wear the same thing every day because they have multiples of it. It's, but there's some other
Yeah.
issues going on.
Yeah, I
D
ain't
people
on
musty.
that.
D people is musty. Let me tell you. I know the world stinks. And
Stank
then they
stank.
cut electricity off, the AC off. Now it smell like just but it just ooh.
Yeah,
Ugh.
they done rolled it back to like the Middle Ages.
They were like, well, we're all conservative. And I thought about it. I was like, what does sleep look like for them? Like, I almost want them to do like, even if they take like maybe 15 minutes of the episode just to kind of show what like the central nervous system of the hive looks like.
Like that, and that's the reason why I'm holding on because I really need to know one, if it is like a centralized thing where it's just innately in humans that just was like, the RNA thing kind of like bam, like it was
Mm.
already been there, or if there was something or someone controlling the entire hive. Like I need to know that. I need to know if there's one person on earth who's just like like the demigod of the hive,
Mm.
or if it's some sort of like random alien who's running the hive, or like I said, it's just something in deep in our DNA that had to be unlocked from that RNA code via a virus. And it's just a lot of questions. The fact that this was like light years away.
Yeah.
Is it other humans? Is it some sort of like time thing going on here? Is it like my favorite movie Interstellar where the boat things were just humanity and is looped around? You know what I'm saying? I need to know that. Like I need to know. That's why I'm sticking this out because it's just too good of like the premise to me was just too good to not watch.
Yeah. Even if it's like, I'm like, is this the first time I need some backstory on the virus? Hey, Pluribus people, are we gonna get some backstory? I love a flashback. I love a world build. Build the world. Because I don't want to be confused later on down the line.
And they've been like slowly doing that, you know. They've been slowly because they first remember it was counting up to like
Mm-hmm.
it's like full saturation of the virus, and then we're counting like almost like BC 80. So we've been going back, you know what I'm saying, little by little to before the virus hit, you know what I'm saying, basically 99.9 repeating percent.
Mm-hmm.
But I just yeah,
And
I
then
don't
even
know,
the
man.
time thing or whatever, like I find it very interesting. Like obviously, like you say, you got the kind of AD BC type thing, but then like, why is that after the fact? Why is that important? Because we're still counting, or like are we gonna get to like
Because
10 days
man,
and like,
like I mean, because think about it too. Because even we're still going back, even in the new timeline. Because like this episode, we went back to
my brother in
Spanish
Christ in
dude,
Spain. Mm-hmm.
but this is still after the full saturation of the virus. So so like the time thing is a really good like it's like a really good mental placeholder for the audience to say, hey, this is here. This is there.
Freaking me out.
This happened like 14 months ago. This is
When they put the
today.
2005, whatever, I was like, I said, oh, this was real far. This is
Yeah.
way back when. I said, okay,
Yeah.
right, some years.
So that's been really helpful too, just to kind of keep a keep tabs on like where we are because some shows be real fast and loose with time. So you be like, I don't know where the hell we at, and you got to figure it out on your own. Like, bro, I could have just said something, a newspaper, I don't know, anything. So Back to the Future. But yeah, that's you
Period.
got anything else with this?
No, just enjoying Pluribus. Still freaking me out. Don't watch the show at night. Personally, just me. Did it last night. Was not quite as freaked out. So thank you for that. But yeah, it's okay. We're gonna rock on to the end of these. I'm what 8 episodes? Because
Yeah, it's Apple TV Plus. So we can all we get is 8. But no, man, I appreciate it, man. Be back next week. It's gonna be a little bit different because it's the holidays. And we'll figure it out, you know. We'll figure it out. I'm definitely still gonna watch it, but we'll figure out when and where. Go back to the channel, man. Other crap is up there. I don't mean to call stuff crap. It's just a pejorative I use all the time. Um, that's it. We'll see you guys on the next one. If I don't see you between now and then, happy holiday for for the Thanksgiving if you celebrate. If not, enjoy your one day off of work.
park it.
Two, if you're nasty. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah. Peace.